5 regular, and the more I do it, obviously the more comfortable I'll get with it. But I will be doing most likely a little craft each week, and they'll just be random crafts. You can usually find them in the Silhouette Design Store. I'll put links like in my blog at toniimlay.com, but we're going to make a little shaker box, and it is a little flag, US flag heart. And so this is the top part, and obviously you will have a piece of acetate and then some smaller pieces. We're going to layer it up with a bunch of little stickers and then add some sequins in it. And just so you know, obviously here's our base. It's just a heart. And these papers I've really liked. I got them from the 12 by 12 scrapbook company, and I really have liked it because that wasn't the one that I wanted to do. Sorry. You know, sometimes you have mistakes, right? I'm gonna let that dry, but that's okay, and it won't be sticky. But I did the wrong layer first. Okay, we're gonna stack these up. Anyway, 12 by 12 scrapbook paper company, and the paper really cuts really well. I use my Silhouette Cameo and I cut it out, and it just cuts really well. You don't have to worry when you're gluing. You want to make sure all your edges here are glued really good all the way around so that you don't have pieces of the glitter or the sequence or whatever come out. So I'm gonna layer a bunch of these, I think like 4 of them, and then I'll put the top piece on. But it really cuts really well. I really liked it. The edges are good, and you can find online, you can find on my website, my blog, and then also just on my social medias, I have a code, Toni, Toni, and you can save money on a one-time deal if you're going to purchase anything like machines or supplies or anything or designs. So if you go in the Silhouette Design Store, you'll also see that I have a bunch of designs there, and so you can save money by using that code. So I'm just layering this. Hello, thanks for subscribing. If you know, I do a lot of paper crafts and vinyls, lots of crafts, and then so I like to give little tips on how to do things. That's like 4 layers, if you can see, of the paper. And we're gonna put that on. And then I'm gonna layer. So you will see that this little piece is gonna go over here, and I will layer I'll put the star on top of that. Goes right here. This is gonna make sense when it gets all put together. But these other pieces I'm going to layer inside the little heart. So you can actually see how they're pieced together when it's all done. Of course, I love my country. I'm in the US, obviously, but you tell me where you're from. Like I stated before, I'd like to do a little, craft little live each week. And so if there's something that you want to, just come and watch different crafts that I make and that I've designed. So there's the back of the flag part. And then we're gonna put First I'm going to add the sequins in. So I cut out little tiny, and I'll put them in here and you can see. There's little tiny hearts and stars of the paper, and then we're going to add a little bit of sequins here. And this one actually is Catherine Polar Designs Pierre. And I'm just going to add a little bit of it there. I really kind of wanted the red in it. There's a little bit of like kind of silver, a few other colors, but doesn't take very much sequence. And then, and you can always use, instead of the layered paper, this particular design has, I did my layers of paper for to stack up to have a shaker, but you can use foam tape too. So add a little thin line here. And I like to make my crafts like pretty easy to make, so they're quick and easy to put together. Because while I love crafting, I like something quick to put together, because I'm usually like, hey, I want to make that for a friend. And then this last, do another little line around there. Put our last little layer on here, and then we're going to top it off with the star. I think I've got a little extra on the acetate, and then we'll add the star to the top here. Thank you guys for joining. So there we go. Just a fun little shaker heart flag. Anyway, thank you guys for joining. It's fun to have you, and thanks for subscribing. Have a great day.